Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to learn about the basic communication system. So, a communication system can be defined as a process of exchanging the information between source and the destination. And the elements of the communication system are information transmitter, communication channel, or we can name it as a medium and a receiver. So it is shown in the form of a block diagram here. So initially there should be some information what you need to transfer, and then there is a transmitter which will transmit the information, and you should have some communication medium to transfer the information from one place to another. And there can be some sources of noise which may combine while transmitting, and there should be a receiver part to receive the data from the transmitter, and then it reaches to the destination. So these are the various elements of a communication system. So what are the principle of operation of a mobile communication? So nowadays each and every person more or less they are having a mobile phone. So how it operates? So let us learn here. A cellular mobile system provides a standard telephone operation by full duplex two-way radio at remote locations. That is, we'll be making use of the concept full duplex. That is, at a time the sender as well as the receiver can communicate without any disturbances, even though if they are in remote places. Also, it provides a wireless connection to the public switched telephone network, which is named as PSTN, from any user location within the range of the radio range of the system. So below we have shown a picture which is a cell area. So each cell, it is nothing but a area which covers which covers the users which is available within that particular area. So each area we can name it as a cell. So together the cell it forms a cell area. And if you see the diagram, it is like a hexagon. Normally either it can be a circle or it can be some other shape, and sometimes it can be mixed with the other cell also. So the concept behind the cellular radio system is that rather serving the given geographical area within the given single transmitter or receiver, the system can be divided into small areas which we call it as cell. So this is what we have shown here. So a big area it is divided into small areas, and each area it is named as a cell. So typically the cell it will be in the form of a hexagon, or sometimes in reality if you see it will be a circle or any other geometric shape, and sometimes it can overlap with the other areas nearby, and it can be of different sizes also. So a basic cellular system if you see it consists of a mobile station, a base station, and a mobile switching center. So mobile switching center we can also name it as mobile telephone switching office also, MSTO. So these are the uh, various stations which is needed with respect to mobile communication. So next it is about a cellular telephone unit. Suppose you have a mobile phone with you. You can observe what are the components of a cellular telephone unit, that is components of your mobile phone. So it consists of a control unit, logic unit, receiver, transmitter, frequency synthesizer, and an antenna. So these are the basic units which form your mobile phone. So transmitter it is a low power FM transmitter which is operating in the range of 825 to 845 megahertz. And also the transmit channel it is of capacity 66,630 kilohertz. And the transmitter produces a deviation of either plus or minus 12 megahertz. Whatever the modulated output, it will be translated to the final transmitter frequency with the help of a mixer whose second input also comes from the frequency synthesizer. So the basic operation of a transmitter is to convert the data into it has to be modulated so that it can reach to the receiver if the receiver is a remote place also. And coming to the receiver, the cellular receiver, it consists of a RF amplifier. So initially when the signals are received, it has to be amplified. Then there will be a FM demodulator which will demodulate the data from the high frequency carrier, and it has to be filtered out from the noise signal. Later the data is fed to the receiver in order to listen to that. And RF amplifier, obviously it is going to boost the level of the received cell side signal, and the received signal, it is monitored by MSTO. So if suppose the signal is weak in the present cell, then we obviously what we'll do is the mobile unit will get shifted to the other side where the signal is strong. And coming to frequency synthesizer, it is used to generate various signals which is needed for the transmitter and receiver. When a mobile unit, if it initiates a call, initially the call will be identified by the MTSO, and it assigns a frequency channel which is not used by other mobile in the same cell. Then it sends a unique code for setting channel frequencies. This is about the frequency synthesizer. So logic unit, it is basically a microprocessor controlled master control circuit for cellular radio. It basically controls the complete operation of MTSO and mobile unit. And control unit, it is a set of speakers, the microphone with the touch tone dialing facility, and it stores the memory like numbers, dialing features, and so on. So this ends the module 5. So let us go through all the videos, see that you are able to understand. Please text me. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thank you.